Alright lads, and welcome back to Ben Does FM. League 2 failed, League 1 failed, the Championship failed. Now we move on to the Premier League, and let's see if the media can actually redeem themselves and put out a decent side. Let's get into it. So then fellas, as I mentioned, we're now on to the Premier League and the media Dream 11 experiment. League 2 were useless, League 1 were useless, the Championship were useless, but I'm certainly hoping with this team that the media have picked, we can beat the mid-table mediocrity, which is all we've been able to achieve so far in the experiment. Before we get into the main episode, if you haven't done so already, please give the channel a subscribe. It would be really appreciated. If you're loving the content, give us a thumbs up on the video. Leave a comment on the series as well. If you haven't done so already, go and check out League 2, League 1 and the Championship. All the results I was amazed at. I thought they would easily go on and achieve promotion. In the end, we really struggled. But as I say, looking at this Premier League side and who the media have selected, I'll be shocked if we can't win the league. As you can see from the left-hand side, we are Sunderland. They were 900 to 1 to win the league when we took over. They're now 13 to 2. So they're still quite a way off being favourites. They are full favourites in terms of the league odds. But as I say, they're still quite a way off. So we'll go through the players that the media have picked in a moment. Like all the other saves, I'll go through the squad and we will just look at who is going to be playing where in the 4-4-2. Like the Championship save, we may get to a point where we start to release players because I think the squad dynamics is having quite a key role in how the team is getting on. But as I said, we'll go through the team, have a look at who's playing where, see who the media have picked, and we'll also make sure that when we continue, the assistant manager can pick players who are fit over the Dream 11. So, without any further delay, let's have a look at who the media have picked for their Dream 11 in the Premier League. In goal then, chaps, we have got Ederson. Pretty obvious choice, I would have thought, for most. We've got Ederson in goal. We have got Guardiola at left back. Maybe a bit of a surprising one there. Was also trying to think who we could potentially have, but Guardiola is our left back. We have got Ruben Diaz and Virgil van Dijk at centre half. As good as it gets, really. Kyle Walker in at right back, bit of a surprising one for me. So the fullbacks or wing backs could be a bit of a weakness in this side, but Kyle Walker is in at right back. Well, actually, looking at this, the whole right hand side, Raheem Sterling is in at right midfield. We've got a midfield pairing then of Declan Rice and Florian Wirtz, with Jack Grealish on the left hand side. So potentially the wide positions are the weak link here. And then we have, of course, the front two of Mohamed Salah and Erling Haaland. If you've played this game, if you've managed Man City, if you've managed Liverpool, you will know that Erling Haaland is a complete cheat code. Mo Salah is a complete cheat code. So these two up front, I am anticipating will score absolutely bundles of goals. So let's have a look and see how we are going to line up with the 4-4-2 tactic. It is the team in the Sunderland 11. We have, of course, moved all the players into the Sunderland team. I'm going to make just a couple of changes. I know I wouldn't normally touch it, but I'm moving Declan Rice into the centre midfield and obviously into that defend position. We are touching nothing else. That is all we're doing. I'm going to move them two over because they are obviously better suited that way round. Really interested, we've only got, say 4 players who are 4 stars or above. I'm surprised at a couple of the selections. As I said, I think the weakness here is going to be the wings. So Grealish and Guardiola down the left, Sterling and Kyle Walker down the right. But if this media 11 cannot win the league, then I don't know what to say. And this experiment will be a complete and utter fail across the board. But as I said, I'm expecting this team to certainly improve on the mid-table positions that we've been achieving so far. Yeah, if these guys can't at least make, I'm gonna say top 2. I still think we're going to be better than most of these sides. A couple of players that I just want to highlight that are not in the team that I thought might be. I definitely thought Saka would be in down the left. I thought Isak might be in and they might have played Salah out wide, but maybe because of the 4-4-2 is the reason why they haven't selected that. Bruno Fernandes, maybe. He's pretty good on Football Manager. Thought he might have snuck in. But either which way, we have got a team littered with world-class quality. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to now do my usual. We are going to go forward for the first 10 games of the Premier League. See how Sunderland get on. 900 to 1 to 13 to 2. Full favourites. Erling Haaland, Mo Salah. Let's see if they can actually do something with the Media Dream 11 experiment. As I've said in every save, I'm expecting them to be in the top 3 at very least, challenging for the league, all of the above. Let's see how they get on. 10 game check-in then, fellas. Here we go. As you can see, we are currently sat 5th in the league. 6 wins, 1 draw, 3 defeats. A pretty heavy one there to Man United. A 4-3 thriller against Spurs. And a 2-1 loss to West Ham. We are going to do our usual now and do a check-in of how the players are getting on and see what the Media Dream 11 is saying at the moment. As you can see here though, Mohamed Salah and Erling Haaland are leading the way in terms of goals in the league. Salah with 13, Haaland with 10. Let's go into the squad and just have a quick look. See if anyone else has been contributing. But as you can see there, Haaland 20 goals in 13 games. Salah 14 in 11. Florian Wirtz, he's got 4 and he's actually injured, but it looks like he's returning to fitness pretty soon. Sterling's also got 3 and then 1 goal for the rest of the squad. But so far, after 10 league games, the Media Dream 11 are doing okay. We are 4 points off the league leaders in Liverpool and Chelsea. Doing all right, doing better than we have been in the saves so far. Now let's just check in and have a look at the season preview. So we are now second favourites to win the league at 3-1. So an improvement once again. As you can see here, the side is pretty much the same, although Jack Grealish has dropped out and Ricardo Horta has come in for Newcastle at left midfield, so that's interesting. But at the moment, we've got 10 out of the 11 in terms of the Dream 11. We're sat in 5th place and we're not far off the top of the table. We are now going to pretty much come back at the end of December like we've been doing. Check in, see how we're getting on, and then we'll see where we are there. But yeah, we're going to now simulate till the end of December. Actually, before we do that, a quick look at the team cohesion and atmosphere. We've got no unhappy players, so that is a rarity. We, of course, did change all the squad to squad players and impact subs to make sure we kept the club atmosphere as high as possible, but no players are currently unhappy, which is positive. So, as I said, we're now going to continue on till the end of December and see if the Media Dream 11 can hang on to the top 2 in Chelsea and Liverpool. Right, January check-in time. Let's see how Sunderland are getting on and the Media Dream 11, and we are in a title race. Finally, the media seem to have got it right, and it's in the Premier League. We are 4 points behind Liverpool. We've lost 1 more game since we last checked in after 10 games. We have lost 2-1 away to Man City, but we are 4 points behind Liverpool. As I said, we're 6 points clear of third, and it seems as though the media can actually pick a decent team in the Premier League. As we've done before, let's check in. Let's see how the players are getting on. I can just see up the top right-hand side here. The average rating in the league, Haaland, Salah, Sterling and Wirtz, 4 out of the top 5 are in this Sunderland and Media Dream 11 team. Haaland with a ridiculous 24 goals before the start of the year. Salah on 20, absolutely tearing it apart as a front 2. You would think if they stay fit, we're we're going to push Liverpool pretty close to come the end of the season. Let's see how the season preview is looking. And as of the 1st of January 2024, we are now 9-4 favourites. We have taken Sunderland from 2,000-1 to 9-4 favourites. So they think we can go on and win the league. In terms of the media, Dream 11 now on the turn of the year. So we've lost 2 more players. I was struggling to count them for a second. So Horta was in at left midfield, but that is now at the place of Marcus Rashford, and Martin Odegaard is now in at central midfield, replacing Declan Rice. And it looks like we have lost a centre-back. We have lost a centre-back. Rodri is now in there over his ex-Man City teammate in Ruben Diaz. But let's just check in and see how we're going. I mean, look at that. Erling Haaland has got 35 goals in 24 appearances. Salah, 22 in 22 pretty much. Sterling into double figures. He's got 10 in 24, which is a very decent return for him. And Florian Wirtz has got 7 in 19, but is out injured again and is expected to be out for 3 weeks. So that's interesting. See what's going to happen there. I would imagine Chris Rigg will be coming in. He normally turns into a pretty decent player, although he's still a youngster on this so far in this save. But anyway, we are second in the league. We are definitely in a title race. I'm just pleased that we've managed to get one of these media dream teams to challenge, because by this point in the League 1, League 2 and Championship saves, we were pretty much out of the title race. We were trying to cling on to the playoffs by this point, but we have got something to check in for now. So what we are going to do is we're going to check in a bit more regular. January looks like it's full of cup games, which it is, which we'll also keep an eye on, see how this team gets on in all of the cup competitions. We are in a semi-final of the Carabao Cup against Everton, so you'd expect them to beat them and make it to a final, our first final of the series. But 3 league games in January, so we will probably check back in. Actually, I want to see how the Carabao Cup goes. So we are going to check back in at the end of January. So the 1st of February, we will return after 3 league games and 3 cup games. But as I said, it's a little bit exciting to see that this team is actually challenging. Well, the media team is actually challenging, because as I said, so far the save has been, or the series even, has been a bit of a struggle. So let's come back at the end of Feb, see if we've made it to a Carabao Cup final, and see if we are still holding on to second place or if we've closed the gap on Liverpool. So chaps, February check-in. When we last left the game, we were 4 points behind Liverpool. We are now 2 points behind. And let's check in to see if we have made our first cup final in this experiment. And we have quite comfortably beaten Everton 3-0 in the home leg, 2-2 draw away from home, so winning 5-2 on aggregate. But we have made our first cup final in the Media Dream 11 experiment. And who are we playing? We're playing Southampton. So we are playing against Championship opposition. Let's just see how Southampton are getting on. They are top of the Championship. Let's just have a look. They are walking away with the league. Millwall down in 22nd, which we won't talk about. But we have got our first cup final in the save, and I'm expecting our first bit of silverware playing against Championship opposition, as I said. But it is all to play for now. We have got a live title charge like we did last time. Look at that goal difference as well. That is definitely going to be worth an extra point come the end of the season. We've still got 4 out of the 5 in terms of the average ratings. We've still got Mo Salah and Erling Haaland at the top of the goal table. The man of the match table is dominated by our players as well. So let's do a check-in on the wider squad and see where the goals are coming from elsewhere. Sterling's having a great season. 14 goals in 29 games. Florian Wirtz would be just coming back from injury. If you remember in the last check-in, Virgil van Dijk's got 5 goals and Guardiola has got 5 as well. So this is much more exciting. We've got a cup final booked in. We have got a title charge well and truly on. We are still in the FA Cup. Let's see what we've got next. We got Stevenage in the 5th round, so you'd expect us to progress through to the next round of the FA Cup as well. We are going to come back in after the Carabao Cup final and see if we have lifted our first bit of silverware in this challenge. But this is much more like it. This is what I expected for all the leagues, and yeah, this is much more like it. I am hopeful now we go on and potentially do the treble. What do you reckon? Do you think this Media Dream 11 can do the treble? It's probably going to be dependent on who we draw in the late stages of the FA Cup, but yeah, I'm sticking my neck out. We're going to do the treble. What I've realised I really need to do is just shut my mouth when commentating on FM. Since I just said that we are going to win the treble, we've lost to Burnley. We've drawn 3-3 with Spurs. We've lost to Man United. We did win the the Carabao Cup. We got knocked out of the FA Cup by Stevenage at home on penalties. We're struggling. I don't know what has happened. I think I'm the curse, actually. So every time I think we're going to do well, we just don't. So that's disappointing. No treble. It looks like no double either. We are now 5 points behind Sunderland, and I said Sunderland. We are 5 points behind Liverpool, and we are just... Oh, it's going to be tough to make it back now, isn't it? 11 games left, 5-point gap. The lads are still dominating the stats, top of the goals, highest average ratings, player of the match. It's just... Yeah, I've really got to learn just to shut my mouth. Disappointing February there. As I said, I thought we were going to go on, and I said that we were going to win the treble, but no such thing is going to be happening in this save. Erling Haaland's got 44 goals in 34 appearances. He is ridiculous. Mo Salah with a measly 25 in 26. 15 goals for Raheem Sterling, 7 for Florian Wirtz, and 5 for Virgil van Dijk, who I can see is unhappy. Let's just check into that squad depth. Okay, we have now got a lot of players who are unhappy. But the club atmosphere isn't too bad. It's average. I mean, it could be worse, right? So the concern is now this. Is this going to torpedo our title challenge? It could do. But as I said, 5 points now behind Liverpool. That is a bit of a gap to make up in 11 games. Do we have Liverpool to play? We do. Liverpool at home. That doesn't look like too bad of a run-in. Bournemouth, Leeds, Brighton, Palace, Brentford, Fulham, Liverpool, Arsenal. I mean, we've got 4 toughish games there to finish in our last 5 with Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Newcastle. Forest at home, certainly the easiest out of all of those. But we're still in there. I think it's going to be difficult to win the league. But let's see how the Media Dream 11 handle this now. And we have got nothing else to focus on. Right then, fellas. So, 4 games in the season left. And as you can see, we are top of the league. We are 2 points clear. So, is this it? Have we finally got to the Media Dream 11 winning the league? They're 2 points clear. We have got 4 games to go. Away at Arsenal, home to Man City, away to Newcastle, and at home to Notts Forest. Win every game, win 4 games of football with this unbelievable team. We win the Premier League. I'm actually shocked at this point because I did just think that the experiment was going to be a complete dud and we would not be able to win it with anyone. It didn't matter who the media picked. I just didn't think it was going to work. But we've put ourselves in a position where we can not only better the previous 3 leagues, we're on our way to winning it. I am genuinely shocked. Just because, as I said, although the players have been excellent, they've picked. I just thought the Media Dream. I just didn't think it was possible. Anyway, we're 2 points clear, 4 games to go. Quick check-in, as per usual, on the players. Erling Haaland's got 52 goals in this team, which is absolutely stupid. Mo Salah's got 32, pretty much a goal a game. Not good enough. Sterling's got 17. Florian Wirtz has got 8. Virgil van Dijk and Guardiola are on 5. Interestingly, Jack Grealish has not been registered for the squad. I've just seen that, and apologies, I've missed it on all the other ones. Jack Grealish has not been playing in this team. That is absolute madness. Yeah, that's really interesting. So, I don't know what's happened there. Obviously, he hasn't been registered, but I can't believe he hasn't been. So, Jack Grealish has played 7 games of football. That's just shit. Did he get injured or something? Can we just, they unregistered him in January? No, nothing really. That's mad. Yeah, that's really weird. So they just decided they didn't want to register Jack Grealish for this squad. So they obviously thought, let's just have a look then in the tactics. Who has been playing left midfield? So I can't even see. Let's just go into the last game and see who has been playing. So Ronaldo has played 26 league games. So Ronaldo he must be playing left midfield. And they've left Jack Grealish out for Ronaldo, aged 30. Interesting choices, Sunderland. Interesting. But it doesn't matter. We're 2 points clear. We're going to come back after the Newcastle game, see where we're at, see if it's in our hands, last game of the season. If it is, I was going to say we might watch the game, but I'm not. I'm not going to change anything. Let's see where we are after that Newcastle game. So we are going to continue to the 18th or 19th of the month and see where we are. See how the boys are getting on. And we have just lost to Newcastle United with 1 game to go in the season, and we are 2nd in the league. Are Newcastle gonna ruin this title for us? Have they just handed Liverpool the league? I can't believe it. I can't believe what's just happened. We have lost 2-1 to Newcastle after going 1-0 up after 1 minute as well. And has that killed us? Let's now have a look and see who Liverpool have got last game of the season. They have got Crystal Palace away, and Crystal Palace are fighting for their lives. That is the only hope that we've got. So let's fast forward now to the end of the season. But have we just handed Liverpool the league with a defeat to our rivals in Newcastle United? So let's get forward. Let's continue. Let's see how we end up. I do not believe what I am looking at. We have lost 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. Look at those match ratings. We've had an absolute stinker. I can't believe it. And Crystal Palace have beaten Liverpool on the last game of the season to stay up by goal difference. If we would have beaten Nottingham Forest at home, we would have won the league. The media Dream 11 have absolutely had a nightmare end to this season. They have lost to Newcastle. They've lost to Nottingham Forest. They have thrown away the Premier League. I'm stunned. I can't believe what's happened. They've absolutely thrown it away. We've got the 4 best players in the league according to average rating. Mo Salah, Erling Haaland, Raheem Sterling and Florian Wirtz in the top 4. A ridiculous 43 goals from Erling Haaland, 30 goal season for Mo Salah. I'm still shocked. I'm absolutely shocked as to what's happened. Look at that form that Forest are finishing. They've got 8 games without losing as well. I can't believe what this team have done. I cannot believe it. Mo Salah's out of a damaged cruciate. I really wanted them to win the league. I don't care that much. I really just wanted them to win the league because this team is ridiculous. I wanted one Dream 11 to at least do it, having got to this stage. I thought they were all going to do it, as you know, but drama, absolute drama to finish the season in the Premier League. They start a horrendous February, a last 2 games that have killed them. 0-0 draw against Arsenal, beating Man City 5-0. You think at that point they must have sealed the title. They've put themselves in an absolutely unbelievable position. I can't believe what they've done. I can't believe what they've done. But one thing that has happened in this save is we did get a piece of silverware. We did beat Southampton in the Carabao Cup. So I'm still shocked. I mean, I can't believe they haven't won the league, especially with Liverpool losing. But anyway, that is the end of the Premier League experiment with the Media Dream 11. I hope you've enjoyed the series. I've really enjoyed recording these little experiments for you, looking at some different players, taking on a little bit of a challenge, albeit one that I haven't managed, but just interested to see how the game has played out. So hopefully you've enjoyed the experiment series of the Media Dream 11. If you have, please put a thumbs up on the video. Please subscribe to the channel. It would be really, really appreciated. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm now going to take this to Europe. I think I'm going to have a look at Germany. So I'll take a look at the Bundesliga. I might do Serie A as well. Let me know if there's another league. Let me know if there's an obscure league you want me to take a look at and run this experiment with. I think we've got it cracked now with moving some of the squad roles down to squad players and impact subs. I think it will help if we look at releasing players maybe halfway through the season as well. But as I say, I've really enjoyed recording these experiment of the Media Dream 11 for you guys. Hopefully you've all enjoyed it as well. Yeah, let's have a look now and see if we can take this to mainland Europe and see if we can actually get a team to win the league. I can't believe they've messed it up in the final 2 games. I really can't. Anyway, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you on the next episode.